I received the job, and the job will require me to use Excel throughout, but I don't know how, what, when, and why. Hey, welcome again to the Digital Life with Joel, where we learn digital skills. Okay, now we're gonna learn Excel from beginner's level to advanced. Let's walk through Excel in our episode and we see what is in it, how it looks like, what we can do with it, and so many other things. Alright, now if you open in the Excel for the first time, okay, it's gonna look like this. Now I open it, but me, I've been using it throughout. That's why you see some of my workbooks here. We save them, they are there. This side we have some of the templates you can use. Okay, Excel can give you also inside it, you can also learn through it. You see, there is some like one, you can see this one, take a tour, get started with formulas, get to know Power Query, make your first pivot table, going beyond pie charts. You can learn. These are like a lesson you can learn if you open Excel for the first time and you want to walk through it, how it looks like, how it does. They are explained to you slowly by slowly. So they are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, whichever Excel you're using, maybe 2015, 2016, 2019, advanced, whichever you're using, it is there. Okay, now if you're opening for the first time, it looks like this. It has some templates here for the calendar, budgets, so whatever, etc., whichever you want to use. Okay, now for me, I'll open the blank worksheet. Okay, I click on that, I open it. Now we've opened our workbook. This is called a workbook, and gonna see the difference between a workbook and the worksheet. First with the workbook. A workbook, it contains several sheets inside. As you can see, this is our sheet 1. We can add another one, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, till how many you want. Then if you want to go through it, you can click on this, you go to sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 1. You can also rename them. Now let's first rename this sheet, which we are going to use. We name it Excel for beginners. Right, after renaming, you click enter. Okay, the name is there, Excel for beginners. That is our first sheet. Okay, you have other sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. You can also rename them if you want. Now that is the workbook. Workbook contains several sheets. Okay, now what is a sheet? A sheet is this one you're working inside it. A sheet contains columns and rows. Inside it we have cell. Okay, these are the columns, as I explained to you in my previous video. These, where you see the numbers A, B, C, D, etc., these are called columns. If you click on the number, let's say D, it points down, it highlights this column. It's called a column. Okay, now from these letters, they are column. Now from these numbers 1, 2, 3 till etc., these are called rows. When you click on number 1, it highlights the row. Okay. And what is a cell? A cell, a cell is uh, is the intersection of column and the row. Okay. Now, if I click on this box, this cell becomes active. It's called an active cell. Okay. And an active cell, it has a name. If you look here in the name box, it has a name called D2. Okay. Any clickable cell becomes an active cell. I click here. Now it's active. It's active meaning I can type, I can do whatever I want with that cell. Okay. Anything I type, it will go inside that cell. Okay. That means it's active cell. And the cell is the intersection between column and row. Okay. All right. Now, as you can see up here, we have our ribbon menu. I call it a ribbon menu, but you can call it a layout, whatever, whichever name is familiar to you and easier. I call it a ribbon. Okay, ribbon menu. Now we have very many sections here. We have the home, we have the insert, draw, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, develop, help, acrobat, power pivot, and we have a search button also here. We have a share. We have to add share to someone if you want. If you're working with your workmate and you want to share whatever you do, that is the place you can do it. We shall go through all that. So let's come back here to our home tab. Our home tab contains of many things, many sections. We have a clipboard, font, alignment, numbers, styles, cells, whatever. And if you look, let's look in this fourth section. If you look, there is an arrow here which it has more setting which are not there because this box is small. Okay, it cannot contain everything inside. But if you click on this small box here, as I clicked here, like this, wait, let me ignore this. I click back. You see, I click it. It brings all the menu I want. I can do here whichever I want. Okay, like this, right? It has many things, features. We shall look slowly by slowly. We learn it. The interface. Okay. Now we've seen the difference between sheets and workbook. Okay. Now uh, we've seen the rows and the columns. Okay. Now in the cell we have what we call a range. A range is a group of cells. You understand? A range is a group of cells. Now you see this cell I clicked is an active cell. Now when I drag like this is called a range. This is what we call a range. It's a group of cells. Maybe where your data is. Maybe you want to print only this range. You click on one cell, then you drag down wherever you want, whichever big it is. Then you can print out only this range. We shall come to that. Okay, but this is called a range. A range is a group of cells. Okay, a cell is the intersection of a column and a row. Okay, a workbook is a group of sheets. Okay, a sheet contains columns, rows, and cells, etc. Okay, hope you're following up, guys. Okay, that is the differences. Okay, and the ribbon menu is where we find whatever you want to use in your sheet. Okay, let's say you want, let me type here one. Which one should I type? Let me put the press enter. Let's say you want to make this board. In the home tab here we have a section which is called font, but if you want to make to edit this section, this cell which has a dog, you have to click it so that it's active. Okay, then if you click on it, maybe you want to make it bold, you want to do capitalize, something like that, you want to add some colors, whatever, you come to font section. If you want to make it bold, you can click here, you see it changed. Or else you can press Ctrl B. That is a shortcut, easier if you're gonna use it more and more. Ctrl B is the best solution, the shortcut. Okay, let me make it bold. Maybe you want to change the style of the name, the letters. You see here, if you see, if you click on this arrow, it brings italic. It has also a shortcut. You can press Ctrl I, whatever, Ctrl 1 to make it whatever you want. You see, it's becoming a little bit slight and some design. If you want to underline it, you can underline. It has some option here, double underline or single underline. You can click there, you underline your word here. You can put a color on it. In it, there are many colors here. Select. You see how it's changing? Blue, gray, black, whatever you want. Let's put a blue here. Maybe you want, now this one only works with a cell. Okay, now this one worked with the word inside the cell. Okay, let's see, you want to put it on let's put it yellow. You understand the difference? This one works with the cell only. This one works with the word in the cell, or the letter or the number, in the way they change the color. You want to capitalize it, you press here. You want to make it bigger, you can press here. You can minimize also, can make it bigger here. Or else, if you don't want to use it here, you can come here also. You press whichever you want. 26, you see, it becomes bigger, right? Now, letter style also, they're here. You can put whichever style you want. Okay, let's put on this. You see how they change? But look here, you've noticed now it's the word is a little bit big and it cannot fit in the cell. Okay, you click here up on the column, then you come at the edge of it, you double click. You see, now the word fits exactly in the cell. Okay, now let's forget this. We go back to our where we started from. Okay, slowly by slowly. Now this is our sheet, it's blank. Now let's know how to enter some data. Maybe let's say we create some list here. Maybe we're gonna say we have our budget. Let's say budget. Okay, home budget. You can use Excel, whichever you want, your workplace, home, everything. Let's create some home budget here. Okay, we say we put our serial number. maybe 1, 2. First thing here, let's first go back, show you now. Let's press here, let's enter 1, see, and you press enter. The number or the arrow changes, the cell changes and comes down the downer cell. If you press enter, let's press 2, enter. Now what's funny here, Excel notice your formula or the pattern here. Let's press 3 and enter. I click on the first one, then I select all. See this at the end here, if you put your mouse here, this plus sign becomes bold. You can drag it down till, let's make it 20. You see, Excel notice the pattern. Okay, now these are our serial number. Now let's say you want we're making our home budget. Okay, or let's reduce this, let's make them maybe 5. Yeah, 5 of them to be enough. Let's say we have a list here, we have rent, enter, we have Wi-Fi, we have shopping, and we have what do we have? We have our food or grocery, whichever it is, and we have what else? We have let's say we have some loans to pay. Okay, let's see. Let's click here, next cell. We have the cost, how much it will be. Maybe let's say the room is 25,000. Okay, maybe Wi-Fi 15. 0. Let's say shopping, we shall use maybe 500. Maybe we shall spend on grocery or food like 900. Then we have to pay a loan of 45,000. Okay, that's it. Now here we have now this is our data. Now we entering data. This is how you enter your data in your sheet. Okay, now we have our, now before we go further, you notice like our data doesn't have headings, but how do we know that this is serial number, this is the list we have, this is the cost of the money, or we have to pay, whichever we have to use, it has to use. How do we insert a new row or a new column? Let's say you click on one here on the row here, then you can look for the option on your mouse. Okay, then you press insert. You see, a new row comes, so that it leaves you space to enter your headings. Or if you did not do that, okay, you click on here on the one on the row here, the shortcut way, you click Control Log plus. You see that? You click Control Shift plus to add a new row or to add a new column. Control Shift plus. You see that? Then you press Control Z to undo. Okay, Control Z to undo. Control Shift plus. Then we add, this is our serial number. Okay, then we press, this is our list. This is our list. This is the cost. Okay, now how do we differentiate between our headers with our section? We can make this bold. Like, you come in the home tab, you press bold. Maybe we can choose another, also some color. They choose a light to make it a little bit look good. Okay, now let's go. This is our serial number, this is our list, this is our cost. Okay, now we want to know how much will it cost for in a year, in 1 year. And in 1 year we have in a 1 year we have 12 months. Okay, let's type here 12. Let's click on it. We drag it down to bring it here. We add some header. This is yearly. Okay, here now we want to know how much will it cost. Will this cost for 12 months? How much shall we spend? We come here, we call this our header. What should we call? A calculated field. Calculated field. See, now you notice, like, we pressed our header here, like calculated field, but the name did not enter or did not fill up the space. We have a little bit space. Now how do we do that, or how do we fix that? You hold, if you have like this, maybe in this section also, this one, the word cannot fix into the cell nicely. You hold on the column here, you drag it till the last one. Okay, now you come in between any column here, or any column here at the header where you see A, B, C, D, something like that. You click anywhere, you come in the middle where there is a separate line, you double click it. You see, they automatically fit inside, and you can see it looks nice. Now it looks amazing, our table. Now we wanted to calculate this, any calculated field or any formula begins with a equal sign. Okay, we want to calculate this. We can say, first method can say equals, and we type our cost times the month in the year. Okay, like let's say 25,000 times 12 months. You press enter. You see, the money comes. But This is not the best way I want it to be. I'll delete this. I press equals. We can either use the cell name. This one, our first cost is in C2. Then we type C2. You see, it highlighted it. Then time was D2. See, it brought them, and we press enter. It brought the same amount. Or else we can type equal sign. This is the best and the shortest way. The shortest way. Equal sign. You bring your arrow on this cell. You click on it. Then you press timers. This cell. You click enter. Now what's funny here? If I click on this result, this is the formula I have, and I drag and I click here at the end in the corner. I drag it down, it will bring the pattern. This is the most funniest and easiest in Excel. Like, it brings out, or it finds out the pattern you're using. You see, let's go back, Ctrl Z. You see, you click on your cell where your results are. You come in the last corner here, put your mouse there, click on it, then you drag down. It automatically brings the pattern. So that's the beautiful thing with Excel. You can do whichever you want, you can do whatever you want with Excel. Okay, now we look at our table, but it doesn't look good. Like, it doesn't look that much interesting. We would like to add some borders here, make it bold with our table. You click on the first cell, you click on it, then you drag all the way. You select the range. Now this is the range which I was talking about. You select the range where your data is, and you come on the home tab. There is this space called border. Okay, you click on this arrow, down arrow like this, then it brings whichever you like. Now let's select all borders. We want to highlight them all so that it's different from other cells. Select all borders, as you can see. Now you see our range here, with our data inside it. It looks like charming, amazing. So this is now our sheet. Okay, how to save it? How to save your sheet? You come on the file, you come up here on the ribbon menu, you click on the file, save. There is save as, but we shall go with the, even if you press save, it will take you to save as. Okay, I'll save it on my browser here. I'll come here, I'll put it here in my tutorials. I'll type a name here. In the file name, you write, let's say, Excel for beginners. I click enter, my name is saved. You can see now it brings Excel for beginners in the upstairs here. Okay, now What else? Yeah, that's it. If you open Excel for the first time, that's what you can do. This is it for this now. Later on we shall go slowly by slowly, as you can see. And Excel, when you go down here, it has a zoom. You can zoom in, can zoom out. Maybe you have a short eyesight, you can zoom in so that you can view nicely what you're doing. And it has this drag down, up and down, up and down. You click on it, then you drag your rows up and down. Even the column here can drag side and side. Okay, this is it. This is a Excel. If you're opening it for the first time, this is it for now. Just follow, like, share, and keep updated. We shall learn it slowly by slowly. Okay, thank you for watching. Keep updated for the next episode, but don't forget to check out our YouTube channel where I post videos weekly or after 3 days for full tutorials from beginners level to advanced. Thank you. Keep updated. See you soon in the next episode.